Well, hello. My name is Daddy-O. I do some Uber stuff and I do some YouTube stuff. And I have been having fun with both of them, kind of. More with the YouTube than the Uber. Listen, there's something going on. I'm finding out that some drivers that do Uber or rideshare are having their cars repoed. Their loan companies, the banks, or whoever, credit unions, whoever they have their vehicles financed through, are finding out that they are doing rideshare. I hadn't even thought about this before, about having your vehicles repoed. That's something you might want to be careful of. You may want to look at your loan agreement if you're doing Uber. It might put you in a dicey situation. Now, I've been doing videos about the Uber rental. Uber, renting a vehicle to do your Ubering in. And because of that, me making these videos about it here recently, people are starting to tell me how, if they're renting and how they're doing their Ubering with their rental vehicle, electric and stuff like that. I'm finding out people are using. But anyway, I got a little thing here. I did a search a while ago on Gemini about that very question after I was getting comments, saw something else on it, and I wanted to verify it a little bit deeper. So I asked Gemini, are rideshare drivers having their cars repoed? I'm going to play the sound, and it's in quite detail about the reasons why and what for. So if you're a driver and you have a loan through somebody and you're doing Uber, listen to this, be aware. You may want to look into it a little bit further, and after you hear this, you may really want to consider renting a vehicle to do your Uber in. So let's see if I can get this to play, okay?
There is evidence suggesting that rideshare drivers are having their cars repossessed, and it appears to be a growing problem. This is due to a combination of factors, some of which are unique to the nature of ride-sharing. Key reasons for repossession: breach of contract. This is a major and often unexpected reason. Many standard auto loan and lease agreements include clauses that prohibit using the vehicle for commercial purposes. If a lender discovers a driver is using the car for ride-sharing, they can declare the loan in breach of contract and demand the full balance be paid immediately. Since most people can't do this, it can lead to immediate repossession, even if the driver is current on their payments. Lenders may find out by tracking a car's driving patterns, e.g., long hours, frequent stops in one area, or through an accident claim where the driver's rideshare activity is revealed. Declining driver earnings. Many rideshare drivers report that their per mile and per hour earnings have decreased due to a variety of factors, including more drivers on the road and changes to the company's payment structures. This makes it more difficult for them to cover the high costs associated with ride-sharing, such as gas, maintenance, insurance, and their car payments. High mileage and subprime loans. Rideshare driving puts a lot of wear and tear on a vehicle, causing it to depreciate much faster than a personal car. Many drivers, especially those with lower credit scores, rely on subprime loans with higher interest rates. This combination of a rapidly depreciating asset and a high-cost loan makes it much easier for the loan amount to exceed the car's value, which increases the risk of default and repossession. Rising costs of vehicle ownership. Beyond the loan payments, drivers are responsible for all other expenses. The cost of gas, vehicle maintenance, and insurance has been on the rise, further squeezing drivers' already thin profit margins. What drivers can do: review your contract. It is crucial for drivers to read the fine print of their loan or lease agreement to see if there are any clauses that prohibit commercial use. Communicate with your lender. If a driver is struggling to make payments, the best course of action is to contact their lender to discuss options like a loan modification or deferment. Explore alternative financing. Some lenders and credit unions are more lenient about rideshare use. There are also specific business loans and financing options for gig workers. Consider an LLC. Some sources suggest that forming a limited liability company, LLC, can provide legal and financial protection for rideshare drivers.
There you go. It kind of tells you that you are kind of in a spot if they wanted to. If it's in your contract, your lease agreement, they can repo your vehicle. So that's another thing to consider if you're using your vehicle, your personal vehicle, to do your Ubering in. You may want to consider, the pitfalls that could bring. Again, it wasn't something that I originally thought of when I started, renting. I did it out of more or less a necessity. I have had several vehicles that I've done Ubering in before I started renting that I just kind of ragged them out. I just totally destroyed those vehicles. Those vehicles, I know the Land Rover I had, I think I got $500 for it. Sold it for $500. That's what it was worth when I got through with it. The AC was gone. This was gone. This was leaking. That was leaking. It got to the point where it just wasn't worth spending any more money on to keep it going. The next vehicle, the Lexus, was the same way. It was good when I got it, but after another, I think it was 120,000 miles, something like that. By the time it got up on top of what it was a used vehicle when I got it. By the time I did all that, again, I had a vehicle that really wasn't worth nothing. I traded that in, and they more or less give me a little bit for it just to help me do the next deal. If you've had to do this before, you know how that game works. And I'm not going to tell you to go rent you a vehicle. There are so many people that I get these comments from. And comment, if you're in the rental program with Uber, if that's what you've decided to do, let us know about it, because there are threads that have developed because people comment and someone comments to that comment. So let us all know how it worked for you if you've used the Uber rental program and who you've used. Let us know what it's been costing you a week, and how do you think, are you doing it full time, or do you leave those comments for everybody, not just for me, for everybody. When I get comments like I did today, I had never thought about, people having their cars repoed. I knew it could get you in a sticky wicket if you had an accident and you hadn't told your insurance company that you were doing rideshare. You could get in a spot there, and your vehicle probably would not get repaired by the insurance company. We've all known about that. So you got to be careful when you're doing rideshare. And that's why I feel like, to me, even with all the more cost I'm paying, I don't have to worry about commercial insurance. I don't have to worry about a commercial loan on a vehicle. I rent a vehicle, it's covered. I don't have, no one's coming to get this vehicle. As long as I pay my weekly fee, no one's coming looking for this vehicle. I told you last week, I got new tires, got new windshield wipers, and no one's looking for this vehicle. I don't have to look over the bushes. All right, where's the repo guy? Come on, that's not happening here. But it's happening to people, I guess, that if they find out if you're in an accident and it goes on a report, somehow it gets reported that it was you were carrying people. I don't know. It can happen. So be careful if you're using your own personal vehicle and doing Uber, Lyft. I don't know. I guess a DoorDash might be included in that. So if you're using it for commercial uses, chances are, if you're in an accident, they find out that that's what you're using your vehicle for, you're going to be in a spot. This is just an old man. I don't know. As you get older, you get very cautious. You start looking around the corner because you've seen so much BS and things that can happen. So you start being a little extra careful. So for me, again, this here's worked out for me. It's not going to work for everybody. I'm going to tell you that, and I still get the comments from you guys that say, bullshit, this ain't working. That don't make sense. I get those comments. I enjoy getting them, so keep them coming. I don't care. Someone's going to answer you sooner or later if it's not me. So, and I try to answer the questions. I can't answer all the comments, but I'm trying. And thank you guys for subscribing. If you're new here and you've never seen this old mug before, help the old man out. You already have. I asked last week to help the old man get to 500 subscribers. I'm over that now. I don't even know what I got as of this second, as of this moment. This is Sunday. This is the day before Labor Day. I'm at 516 subscribers. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Y'all have helped the old man out. I've gone over 2,000 watch hours now. It pretty much happened at the same time. I went over 500 yesterday. Got the little message and everything, and it's within moments. I got the little message saying I'd gone over 200 watch hours. So 2,000 watch hours. So again, appreciate you. Help the old man out. Keep subscribing. Buy the old man a cup of coffee down below. Come back. I'm gonna talk about some stuff, and it's usually gonna be about what's going on with Uber or how to do your channel or something along that line. So have fun with me. I'm damn sure having fun for an old man. Anyway, Daddy-O out for the day. Happy Sunday, guys. Day before Labor Day. Bye.